All right, guys, welcome back to Play the Game with Steve. It is time to break down this 200 plus damage deck. So when I did my live stream, I was using leadership training and the Moxies, and then one of my friends, Sneak It, from the France group, who's a fan of the channel and he's another great player, says, Steve, why aren't you just using the R&D facilities instead? And I'm like, I didn't even think about the R&D facilities because the cost of the Moxie was free. So I thought that would help me out. But after playing with the R&D facilities, multiple games, I noticed that my 200 plus damage is way more consistent. Because at first, my last 30 damage to get to 200 was always hypothetical. It's like, oh, I have to get lucky. Now, there's no luck. I am always hitting 200. And I think my record right now is 247 damage. So that was the highest I was able to get to. So again, just by removing these R&D facilities and just adding and also removing the leadership training, which I figured I didn't actually need. So I'm at a 49 card deck instead of a 50 card deck, which kind of doesn't really help that much, but it does help a little bit. So these R&D facilities, they are a little bit longer to put down. It takes me about 4 deck passes. But the first deck pass is the longest because I have no doubles. The second deck pass is takes 1 turn or 2 turns, and then the deck pass 3 and 4 are even faster. It's just insane because once I have the strength numbers and the 7 allies, I'm just burning through my deck real fast. So there you go. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to show you off, and let's see if I can beat my record of 247 damage. And again, it's not even if I'm going to hit 200. It's if I can beat 250. Now my goal is to try to get to 250. All right, so we're going to see how long it takes and how quickly we can make it happen. So check it out. All right, here we go. So let's get everything ready. We're shuffling the encounter deck. All right, we're going to shuffle our deck. We're on turn 1. So critical encounters ask me, Steve, how long does it take for you to set everything up? Like this super big damagey combo. Well, I played a bunch of times. Right now, I'm kind of being cheeky, and I'm trying to go past 250 damage. And so far, I've played like 10 times. So I know the deck inside out. It takes me about between 10 and 12 turns to set everything up. And it takes about 25 to 35 minutes on average. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there is nothing I want here. I'm looking for resources. So this hand is basically, that's a second deck pass. So I'm going to draw 6. 2, 4, 5, 6. Now this is really good because I get to play friction resistance and a hyper perception. Money. And I think I keep this as well. Yeah. And I'll put 3 cards down on turn 1, which is amazeballs. All right. I'm not even going to challenge this. This is perfect. So I'm going to 1, 2, 3 friction resistance. Friction resistance. Milano plays hyper perception. I'll flip up, thwart for 2, ready friction resistance. And then I'll thwart for 2 off the specialized training. So we got 3 cards out of our deck on turn 1. And I got an extra resource generator. Money. All right. 1, 2, 3. And that's only because I mulliganed hard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now this is going to slow me down. The fact that I saw both of my strength and numbers with no allies means I'm going to be losing that potential card draw. Which, again, it's whatever the game wants, right? So the game is going to be the game, whatever it happens. But I get to play Def Focus here. I'll get to play Stinger, and I'll get to play a Tenacity. So again, another 3 cards out of my deck on the next turn. So 2 threat, 1 here. He's attacking me for 4. I defend for 1. He's attacking me for 7. So I go down to 3. So I might die here, which wouldn't be surprising. Oh, I didn't die. Sweet. Turn 2. All right, so now I got to change my plan. Darn it. I will use friction resistance and strength in numbers. I'm going to do friction resistance, sorry. To play Depth Focus. I am then going to thwart for 2 off the specialized training. Ready friction resistance. I am going to Depth Focus and friction resistance to do a double time. I'll remove 2 threat from specialized training, which is going to get me my combat specialist. And then I'll deal 2 damage here. I am going to punch for 2. Combat specialist will draw me a card. Ah, rats! It's the Milano. I wish I could ready. I can't ready here. But the Milano could remove the threat. But I sacrifice Stinger. I think I am going to sacrifice Stinger. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. I'm going to play the Quinn Carrier because it's an extra resource. I will remove the 2 threat here, and I'm going to flip down. Alright, so I'll be able to draw an extra card next turn. 2, 4, 6. And then with the 3 resources, I can get rid of that dang spear. Dang spear. So that's pretty good. Alright, so 2 threat. 1 here. He's going to scheme for only 2. Plus 1 is 3, so that's going to go to 5. That ship goes up by 1. And then encounter card is Hull Breach. 3 damage. I'm just exhausting that Milano. Yeah, because if I wasn't exhausting the Milano, I'd be like, what's going on? All right. So here we go. We got this guy to kill. We got 3 threat, 5 here. Let's go. Do I want to pitch 2 to draw 2? I am going to pitch an Always Be Running and an Earth's Mightiest. I'm going to pitch 2 to draw 2. Squirrels and a Symbiote Suit. All right, I am going to recover for 3. Go to 6. This is our turn 3. We're going to flip up. We are going to... Oh, I could have used accelerated reflex. Is there anything I wanted to put? Probably that speed thing. All right, before I flip up, I think I am gonna. I'm gonna play Serval Industries first. Before I flip up, I'm gonna use friction resistance for Serval Industries, and Serval Industries is gonna put Speed Cyclone back in, and it's gonna put a double time back in. Double time in the beginning with Quicksilver is one of your best cards to play. Why? It's just because it deals 2 damage. It can deal 4 damage. It can remove 4 threat, even if there's a crisis. And then we'll flip up. We'll use Depth Focus to Always Be Running. We'll ready friction resistance. Ready up. We're gonna punch for 2. Get rid of this clown. Draw a card. Wait. Before we punch, we'll use friction resistance for 1 and Symbiote Suit to play an accelerated reflex. There we go. Then we're going to punch for 2, kill him, draw a card off the combat reflex. All right. And then we ready because of friction resist of super speed because we hadn't readied yet. All right, then we are going to R&D and Squirrel Girl to play Kalu. actually, friction resistance and R&D to play Kalu. I'll look for an event. That's an Earth's Mightiest. We're going to keep that. The reason we're keeping that is we're going to thwart for 2. That goes down to 3. Earth's Mightiest, ready. Thwart for 2. Use friction resistance and Quinn Carrier to play Squirrel Girl. Deal him a damage. Bring the main down to 0. And that was a good turn. Alright, so now we're on the end of turn 3. Yeah, end of turn 3. And look what we have on the table. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cards out. That is really, really special. And we've control of the board. 2, 4, 5. So now we're going to start putting down our combo cards. Because he does attack for a lot. But I do defend for 2 now. So 2 threat. I'm going to put a damage on Kalu. I'll take a damage on me. He's attacking for... Oh, this is a +3. I die. He's not going to be a +3. Oh, it's a plus. Oh yeah, so that's gone. It's all right, for 6 minus 2 is 4. I go down to 1. I ready. Please don't be Rogue Vessel. Exhaust the Milano. I'm just not even taking a chance. Just exhaust Milano. All right, I'm gonna use R&D, friction resistance, and Quinn Carrier. Get rid of this crap. Go away, toot sweet. All right. I am going to thwart for 2, ready friction resistance. Friction resistance and tenacity are going to play Wonder Guy. Always Be Running is going to speed Cyclone and stun him. I'm going to flip down and go to 4. And that was my turn 4. So I got rid of the spear. I got another ally. So again, how many cards out of my deck? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I only got 1 card down. But I got rid of the spear, and now am able to stun him. And I'm not getting Shadows of the Past. So this is a perfect recipe for like a perfect game. 2, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to be able to put down Avengers Mansion this turn. I should be able to put down more stuff if I could get my strength in numbers, but I think I already saw one. I saw both of them, so that's kind of sad. So whatever. So 2, 1, schemes for 3, goes to 5, goes to 2. Encounter is spatial positioning. And that has 3 threat on it. So I could use the Milano to get rid of it, or I can do some other stuff. And by other stuff, I mean other stuff. Is there anything we want to cycle back into our deck? Nothing really. All right. All right. So I think these Sky Cycles and Tenacities are for the next deck pass. All right. So we're going to pitch 2 to draw 2. Nowhere and Adrenaline Rush. All right, so Friction Resistance, Quinn Carrier, Nowhere, Adrenaline Rush for 4, play Avengers Mansion. This is our turn 5. We're going to draw a card with our Avengers Mansion. It's the Ant Guy. Sweet. All right, we're at 4 health. So if we recover, we can't remove any threats. All right, we're going to recover, go to 7. We're going to flip up. Milano's going to remove 3 from the main. That goes down to 2. Oh, shoot, I could have Serval Industry a couple things. I'm going to use Friction Resistance for 1, Adrenaline Rush for 2. I'm going to play Ant Guy for 2. And then I'm going to use Avengers Tower to play the Triskelion. Alright, so not the most efficient, but I did get a couple things. So I got him down for 2. So he can thwart for 2 off the main. Takes a damage. Wonder Bra can remove a threat from the positioning. Actually, leave the special positioning there. It's fine. I am allowed 4 allies because I have Triskelion. Alright. That was a good turn 5. Alright. 2, 4, 5 turns. Alright, so Scarlet Witch, Steve Carrier. Alright, we are looking good. We're going to get all of our resources down. And after that, that's money well spent. 2 threats. Ship blows up. Stunned. Encounter is... There's the rogue vessel that I was afraid of earlier. Into an advance for 2. So that goes to 2... 3 actually, because... So that goes to 5. Because now ship blows up. I go down to 5. Alright. We'll draw a card. The maximum velocity. Do I need this? Do I need this? Do I need this? I don't. Alright, I'm going to use Milano and 2 resources to get rid of this vessel. This is my turn 6. Alright, I will thwart for 2, ready friction resistance. So 5 is going to go down to 3. Okay. I am going to use... Actually, I'm going to thwart for another 2. I'm going to Earth's Mightiest Hero, Kalu to ready... Oh, I didn't use friction resistance. I would have used friction resistance, sorry. And defocus to do reinforced sinew first. And then I would have readied to ready friction resistance. Alright. I am then going to thwart for 1 off spatial position. He'll take 1. I'm at 5 health. I'm getting double encounter cards. Alright, I'm going to spend 1. No. Yeah, I'm going to spend 1, 2, and Scarlet Witch for 3 to play a Steve Carrier. I'll remove the last threat from the spatial positioning. I will flip down. I'll Serval Industries. These 2 guys back in. 2, 4. I'm going to take double encounter cards regardless, so I might as well just pitch this. Alright, but on... Now we have all of our resource generators, so we have 5 resources on the table. 5 resources on the table is going to make everything 6 if I count this. Alright, so we're taking 1 extra card. 2, 4, 5. Alright, let's go, baby. Let's go. We're at 16 minutes. If everything goes well, 4 more turns. So now this deck pass is all, it's all like I have most of the big stuff is down. Now I need to get the R&D facilities and then get my other ally slots because I'm maxed out on allies. Ooh, that's the other thing. So I have to do build support first. Not cool, Steve, not cool. So I have to build support, get rid of it, and then do that. So this is going to go to 3. Ship goes up. He schemes for 4. Goes to 7. Ship goes up. 2 cards. Surge. Ship goes up. Does nothing. All right, we got 2 dudes. All right, we'll draw a card. It's a double time. So these double times, I'm telling you, they're really good. I'm at 5 healths. I have a maximum velocity. All right, so we are going to flip up. Friction resistance. Depth focus. We're going to do maximum velocity. All right. We are going to punch for 5. Then ready, friction resistance, and ready. So we get that. We get the draw card. Yay! So strength in numbers. Makes this so much easier. I'm going to Avengers Assemble to put a build support. I am going to thwart the build support and go get nowhere. So this is my turn 7. There we go. So now we can have 5 allies. So 1, 2, 3 is going to play Scarlet Witch, strength in numbers for 5, 2, 4, and 5. Nice. Okay. We are going to I can have one more ally. I cannot ready right now unless I spend I'll spend a maximum velocity to always be running to ready, and then ready friction resistance. I thwart for 3. I thwart for 4. Yeah, I'm going to thwart for 4. 7 is going to go down to 3. I'm going to use friction resistance and adrenaline rush for 2. I'm going to double time. I'll do 4 damage here. I'll use the Milano to remove all the threats, and I'll use Sky Cycle to play Stinger. All right, I'll keep Black Panther for next turn. That's going to go to turn 8. All right, come on, Steve. There we go. So there's the other strength in numbers, which will allow me to draw 6 cards, find probably my Avengers Tower, and then we're good. 2 threat, ship blows up. We take 2 indirect. I think we're just going to put 1 here and 1 on Wonder Man. We're going to defend for 4. He's attacking for 3. We get to ready. And then encounter card is Militant. We'll take 1. We'll go down to 4. All right, we'll draw a card. It's a Sky Cycle. We can start readying these cards up. All right, let's strengthen numbers. This is our turn 8. 2, 4, 6. We'll draw 6 cards. 2, 4, and 6. So that's what I was figuring. We'd find everything we need. Okay. Friction resistance and Steve Carrier. So that's 2. Play Avengers Tower. So now we can have 7 allies. 1. Oh wait. So now we're going to punch for 3 here. Ready friction resistance. Draw a card from our thingamabobber. All right. Now, Milano Quinn Carrier. So that's double mental, and then always be running 3. Let's start putting our cards down. R&D facility. Avengers Tower. Friction resistance 2. Double time 3. Adrenaline rush 4. Play Black Panther. which is going to get the last part of our combo, Avengers Assemble. So now the ally part of the combo is finished. I have all of my allies in play, and that is done. Okay, so that's first part done. R&D facilities are next. All right, now we're going to punch this guy out. I've already drawn my card. I can't ready. Oh, I could ready again. So now I'm going to Sky Cycle. Oh, wait, no, I have to put a Sky Cycle first. I am going to use an Always Be Running to put a Sky Cycle on Stinger. Actually, yeah, on Stinger. And we'll Earth's Mightiest Hero to ready Friction Resistance. I am going to Friction Resistance and Tenacity to play a Tenacity. So that's another part of the combo that's getting set up. We'll go put those down to here. And then I will thwart the last of the scheme. I'm at 4 health. There's no threat on the main. I think I flip down here. I think also I'm going to put down the symbiote suit as soon as I see it. Because now I'm in, this is just game over mode. All right. Was I up or down? He attacked me for 1, so yeah. So instead of, I'll go down and recover, go to 7. All right, I'm keeping that Sky Cycle. We have all of our resources here. Is there any cards that I want to cycle back in? Yes, but they're not part of the con. Those are just random stuff. I don't need those. So 2, okay, so 2, 4, 5, 6. Those are just cards for the combo. All right, 2, 1 schemes for 4 goes to 6, adds a ship, and then we get caught off guard. I'll just put the accelerated defense, and then I'll shuffle it back in with Serval Industries. All right. I'll draw a card with my mansion. It's an Earth's Mightiest. All right, so I will recover. Go back to 9. I will flip up. I will Friction, Steve Carrier, Quinn Carrier, Milano for 4. Symbiotsu. Go to 19. This is turn 9. All right, Def Focus, Always Be Running, readies this, readies me. All right, I will thwart for 1, 2, 3. I'll thwart for 3. Wait, I'll thwart for 3. No, I won't thwart yet. I'll use Friction Resistance first to put an Adrenaline Rush down. So that is another part of the combo. So I got 3 cards, Tenacities, R&Ds, and Adrenaline Rushes. So those are done. All right, I will thwart for 3, ready with Super Speed, ready Friction Resistance, thwart for another 3. All right, Friction Resistance for 1. It's going to play another Sky Cycle. It's going to go on Black Panther. Why not? So I have 2 Sky Cycles. I'm short 1 Sky Cycle. And we are going to just use Def Focus with an Earth's Mightiest Heroes. And we're going to stun the villain. Okay, so that's done. There's no more threats. We have 19. But we're taking 2 cards a turn now. And that's going to go into our turn 10. And I have 6 cards. So 2, 4. And I have 2 more cards, 3 more cards to put down. 4, 5, and 6. Now, the fact that we get the strengthened numbers now every turn is, yeah, so every turn we're going to be decking out. So I should be able to put everything back on the board. 2 threats, ship goes up. He's stunned, 3 cards. Okay, so we got 3 cards to deal with. Exhaustion, 4 cards to deal with. Gang up, I'm already exhausted. He's attacking for 5. I go down to 14. Bombardment. and a guard. All right. Nothing nothing that I can't handle. I'll draw a card. Always be running. I'll draw 7 cards. 2, 4, 6, 7. I will, this is turn 10. All right. I will Depth Focus and Friction Resistance. Maximum Velocity. I get +2/+2. All right. I will Earth's Mightiest Hero Stinger because I can ready her with that. So she is now doubly exhausted. I ready Friction Resistance. I will punch for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll draw a card when I punch. It's a Speed Cyclone. I get to ready. I will use Friction Resistance to play Adrenaline Rush. All right. I will Quinn Carrier and Steve Carrier for 2. And a double team for 3. I'm going to put down an R&D facility. I have only lightning, so I can't play this other R&D facility. I will punch for the last one. I will ready Black Panther and exhaust them with Earth's Mightiest to ready Quicksilver. I'll get rid of Bombardment. Friction Resistance. We'll put the Sky Cycle on Scarlet Witch, which doesn't really matter. I will use an Always Be Running to Always Be Running. I ready Friction Resistance. I will use Friction Resistance and Always Be Running to play the Tenacity. So now I'm short 1 Tenacity, 1 Adrenaline Rush, and then 1... so I'll use Speed Cyclone and Milano to play Accelerated Reflex. And I got 1 card left, which I'll play down next turn. And then I can go to the bathroom. I'll press pause just before the end game, the end turn. And then I'll do what I need to do. All right, so 2, 4, 5, 6 cards. All right, so the R&D, the Tenacity, and the Strength in Numbers all in my hand. So then I just need the Always Be Runnings. I'll draw the cards. Once I get all 4 Always Be Runnings in my hand, I'm good. And then I'll just do that. We'll do the math after. All right, so 2 threat goes to 4. Ship blows up. I take 2, go to 12. Attacks me for 3. I defend for 5. He's attacking me for 5. I take no damage. Double cards. First one is Blindside. I'll just exhaust the Milano and Blockade for 4 threats. All right. Let's start what we need to do. Let's draw 7 cards. 1, 2. Get an extra card. I just want to finish this before I deck out and I get shadows. So I drew 2 cards. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 4 cards left in my deck. All right. Let's start. Friction Resistance to play the last Adrenaline Rush. All right. Quinn Carrier, Steve Carrier, 2. And a double time 3 to play the last R&D facility. I'll pop all 3 of my R&D facilities. I'll give myself +3. So I'm going to just remove the Blockade. Ready Friction Resistance. And I'll remove all the threat from the main. All right. I will then use double time and Friction Resistance to play the last Tenacity. Okay, so now everything is in my hand. I have all 3 always be runnings. I have the strengthened numbers in my hand. All right. I will use Earth's Mightiest to ready 1, ready my guy, ready friction resistance. I will flip down, recover for 4, go to 16. I don't really need to recover, but I'm going to pitch. I will draw a card. I'm going to pitch 2 Earth's Mightiestes to draw 3. 1, 2, 3. I'll get a second encounter card. So this is my deck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards left. All right, that's on turn 11, I believe. Yeah, I think I forgot. That was my turn 11. So like I said, it's about 10 turns. We're about, what, 30 minutes in? Okay, we're going to do the encounter phase. And then I'm going to press pause so I can go pee. And then we're going to do the math. And then we're going to show you how to get to infinite damage, or close to it. All right, 2 threats. Badoon schemes for 2, goes to 4, up. And then I get 4 encounter cards, an acceleration. So unless something surges into shadows, which would so be poetic, like with all the cards that I shuffled, like this one card has to come and plague my existence. But we have 4 cards, so let's see what they are. First one is don't care. Second one is care a little bit, because that reduces all the damage. An engineer and a commando. All right. So let's just replace this one, because I don't want to spend the time to do it, to spend the resources to get rid of this, because that's going to affect the damage, and I don't want to go there. So, what did I say? All right, so screw this card. And then, stupid. I had to draw the 3 shittiest cards in the game back to back to back. You know what? Screw that. Leave that stupid card there, and then we'll get rid of it afterwards. I'm going to count my damage as if it wasn't there. Of course, I had to get the worst possible combination of crap to get. And I'm like, I told you, what are the odds that I get shadows on the next turn? And it came right to the surface, this plague of my existence, this stupid card. Out of like 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 29 cards. Out of the 29 cards in this deck, it had to show up right here on top. What are the odds? The odds are never in my favor. I hate that card. And the Kree armor, I was like, such an annoying card, because it's reducing everything I'm doing by 1. So I'm going to count as if it wasn't there, because I'm here. So I'm going to press stop. I have to go pee really bad, and I'll be right back. All right, we're back. So I did realize something. I have 8 cards in hand. I should have 7. So I'm going to just pitch a Speed Cyclone here so that goes away. All right. Let's begin. Let us begin. First things first. We're going to pitch maximum velocity and a strength in numbers for 2 to draw 3. 1, 2, 3. All right. Now we have everything we need to start. Let's go. We're going to flip up. We're going to use all 3 of its R&D facilities. And yeah, all 3 of these R&D facilities. And all 3 of these adrenaline rushes. So that gives us +6 power. All right. We are going to friction resistance. And depth focus. Yeah. Actually, we're going to friction resistance, and Steve Carrier to do a maximum velocity. So now we are punching for 12. All right. I'm going to pretend this card's not there because I don't care. I just want to calculate my damage and then get there. All right. So now I'm punching for 8. I'm going to punch for 12. So I'm going to start counting the damage. I got my little damage counter here. So I'm going to punch for 12. This is turn 12, by the way. So that's what I said. It takes 11 to 12, 10 to 12 turns. Punch for 12. I'm not going to use friction. I'm not going to use my super speed yet because I'm saving that for later. I'm going to use. Do I want to draw the card? I kind of do want to draw the card. All right. I'm going to draw my card from this. All right, I'm going to use Def Focus to always be running. I'm going to ready up. Or, yeah, I got to do this now. I got to do it like that. I'm going to ready friction resistance. I'm going to punch for another 12. I'm at 24. I'm going to do this 3 more times. And 5 times 12 is 60. So I'm just going to save it because my friction resistance is always going to be open. So plus 12 is 36. Plus 12 is 48. Plus 12 is 60. So I'm at 60 damage. Friction resistance is up. Done. All right. Now, this is where the combo gets really fun. I'm going to play Strength in Numbers. I'm going to exhaust all 7 of my guys. I'm going to draw 1, 2. I get an encounter card for decking out. And this Strength in Numbers doesn't come back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. Now, I am going to spend Milano Quin Carrier friction resistance and a double time to play Avengers Assemble. So I'm going to ready all my guys. 9. I get to ready ready my guy here. I get to all my guys are up and everyone gets +1. So now I'm punching for 13. All right. Are you ready for this? I'm going to punch for 13. I'm at, yes, I'm at 73. All right. I am going to play Strength in Numbers for 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I shuffle this back in. Seven. Nice. I got it back. I had 1 out of 3 chance to get it or not. All right. Now, this is where it gets fun. I'm going to use double time, maximum velocity, and maximum velocity for 3. I'm going to put down my 3 adrenaline rushes and crack them again. So now I punch for 16 a turn. So 9 plus 3 is 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So I'm punching for 16 a turn. All right. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's 260 damage. Right there. Because it's... and I haven't used my super speed yet. All right, so I'm going to start off. I'm punching for 16 now. Always be running. Ready. Ready friction resistance. Plus 16 is 89. I'm still not using my super speed. I did draw my card from this, though. I still have a card draw from the mansion, which it doesn't really matter. I'm going to punch. I think I already did. I'm getting tired. Yeah, because I use my always be running. Yeah, so I'm going to use another one. So punch for another 16. So that goes to 95. That goes to 105. Nice. I'm going to use my always be running again. That will take me to 121. It's all about the math here. I'm going to always be running again. 137. I am now going to use my super speed to ready up. I'm going to punch again for 16. That's 153. All right. I am going to do the 3 tenacities now. So the first tenacity readies me. Plus 16, 169. The second tenacity. Plus 16. So that's 185. One more tenacity. 201. Yeah. 201. And now I'm going to use my 3 sky cycles to ready my Avengers. I am going to add 16. So I can't even go up. So 217. Plus 16. That's 33. Oh my god. Do I get there? I'm 1 damage away. Plus 16. 249 damage. I was 1 away. Oh, 1 damage away. I'll draw an extra card. Oh, there's my double time. And then I'll do 4 extra damage. Oh, 249 damage. So you saw how the combo that last turn works. Again, I ignored this because I had more than enough resources with the rest of the cards. I could have just thrown them out and got rid of this, but it would have diminished a little bit of the damage, but it doesn't matter. That's what I wanted to showcase. That's what I wanted you guys to see. Like, there you go. 249 damage turn with Quicksilver. It's 1 away from 250. But that 200 damage is guaranteed all the time now. Like, there's not one game that I didn't do 200. I average between 220 and 249 now. So I can't get to that 250. I'm 1 damage away. I don't know how to get to that extra 1 damage. So anyways, if you'd like this video, please give it a like, a thumbs up, and remember to subscribe. And please leave some comments on that video. Tell me if this is something you want to try at home. And remember to have some fun and just play the game. Peace out.